Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So right now Dokkan is very quiet, right? Kind of like the tail end of Saiyan Day. This is pretty typical. They did release some good content stages for us just the other day though. I think that the Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku fights are very good. So that's cool. Like we do have a nice battleground to use some of these characters right now, which is nice. Right? So we've been waiting on this next Dokkanfest. Here is the last 8 years of the Dokkanfest in this time slot. Remember, we're going by the JP timeline, so keep in mind that Hit and Blue Cow and Goku both were actually global first characters. Hit was a December of 2018 release, and Blue Cow and Goku was a December of 2019 release. But we're looking at the JP timeline here. I'll do this for probably a lot of the upcoming releases, this year. We'll kind of like the part 2 LR, we'll see them. It's just good to kind of like visualize it. Like, here's what this time slot has looked like. Now, I've been saying I'm not sure if the Dokkan Fest is on the 1st or the 31st. I don't know. You guys know, I follow this game so close. And I'm like trying to pay attention to the patterns and stuff like that. Like, a lot of times people will point to, like, Elder Kai banners, end of sales, end of celebrations, various things that don't always 100% nail it down because they don't want us to 100% know exactly what day it is. But I was thinking the 31st or the 1st is what we're going to be seeing, right? So, like, right here. Now, hints, okay? If you guys have followed along, you know I don't go, oh, I'm expecting this hint. A hint should be here. A hint is coming up. If you noticed, I don't really ever talk about hints. That's because it always felt kind of just like random to me. I've never really been able to kind of like, I would say, nail it down on like what releases get hints or anything like that. Now, what's funny is I was going to do a video kind of like updating us. Like, all right, here's an update. We should see details, I think, in 24 hours, which right here. I think, just about 23 hours from now, we should see details for the next Dokkanfest. And then, I got this reply. Now, this is pretty crazy right here. So, right, and then the way they did it with Deborah was perfect. Why change it? They haven't changed it. They only make hints for characters who don't already have a Dokkan event. So the character who will come out already has it. This shit hit me like an anvil. This was a cartoon doink. Just like, blam. I was like, what, dude? He's right. What the hell? I've never seen anybody talk about this, but I'm pretty sure that this guy's right. So I went back and looked, right? Deborah. This was Deborah's first premium character. Deborah has not had a premium character, which, summonable, like Yellow Coin LR, Carnival LR, or a Dokkanfest. It's kind of like what we're talking about with that. So there is Deborah. Here, this ended up being Android 16. I'm sorry. I think that this hint is horrible. I guess maybe it's not really something I could say that it's a horrible hint because there was a person who did look at this and think Android 16. So I don't want to say like, oh, no one got it, because there was a guy who was saying Android 16. But like the hint is just this kind of like mess right here, right? But that was Android 16. He got his first premium unit. Now, we could say, if we type in Android 16, oh, did this not? Sometimes this seems like it's a little glitchy. Here, let's just go over here. And I guess what I could do is I could probably just go to the Android category and just type in 16. And it would kind of like update or whatever. But here we go. So this is what 16's working. He does have basically a premium character with 17, 18, and the exchange Android 16. But, this was Android 16's first Dokkan event. So he gets that right there. Here, I was pretty certain that this was Metal Cooler. This ended up being Baby. Now, obviously, people were saying Baby. We are back for Damn, it's loading incredibly slow because of the other videos I've got over here. So this hint right here ended up being Baby. Again, at first, I was pretty dead set on this being Metal Cooler. I think that they did do this intentionally, too. they did a hint that could be like Baby or Metal Cooler, because it's like, dude, it's the pose for Metal Cooler. But who won, or like who was it actually? It was Baby. We talk about Baby at points in here. Yeah, right here. And this is like kind of like what it ended up being. Baby finally got his Dokkan event. This doesn't need to be here. Okay, let's get rid of this. Cell Max. And this is what I talk about in my tweet right here. Even a character that wasn't a Dokkanfest, we got a hint, Cell Max. It was his first unit. So, like, here we go. So this is June 14th, 2024. I think I was playing Xenoverse 2 at the time. That's what I was trophy grinding. You know what's funny is I look at these videos, and, like, a lot of times what my brain does is it assigns this point in time to what trophies I was grinding at the time. It just shows you how my brain operates. So it's like, yeah, back in, we were playing Xenoverse 2, right? Is what I was working on. And this ended up being, this was just, I mean, bro, they didn't even, like, I don't want to say they didn't even try, but it's just like, yeah, here's the answer, Cell Max. And like, this was Cell Max. Like, it was just like so obvious, and sure enough, it was Cell Max, and Cell Max was, you know, I thought like the second best unit in the game at the time. He aged very fast, but he was really strong the day he came out, that's for sure. Here's another one, very obvious. Like, you look at this, and there's like, it's gotta be Saiyan Day Super Saiyan Vegeta, and sure enough, like that's what this was. It was for Super Saiyan Big Bang Vegeta that kills Android 19, who I was calling for him to get a Dokkanfest for a while. That was, at that point, I think one of the most deserving characters to get one. And that guy was a Avalanche character, man. He was a fucking killer. Let's see. So this time, March 14th, I think I was about to start playing Crisis Core. That's what I was going to play. Trophy talk. Oh, got to get trophy. Dude, I love getting trophies. And then here we go. LR Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. This one was very obvious, and then sure enough, a couple days later, whabam. Right, it was very obvious what this was. Now, this is the only character that does kind of like, I mean, a little bit, sort of, because like we did kind of have a version of this already in the Spirit Bomb Goku right here. I guess I'd have to go way far back, like probably page 4 or so. Let's see, this is ordered by Global. Oh, there he is right there. Funny enough, okay. This guy is kind of the same thing, but I mean, it is like a new named character. The only Super Saiyan Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks in the game is this one right here, right? Okay, this is loading a little bit slow. So, I think this guy is 100% hit the nail on the head. So, right now, I don't think there's going to be a hint, right? They always could switch up their timings and shit, always, right? But typically, as I explained in this tweet right here, they do hint, 2 days pass, details, 2 days pass, release. This is, you know, 97% of the time, just kind of like the structure of it. Occasionally, they'll do like something weird, like we would get details kind of like, you know, at like 10 p.m. my time or something like that. Like Deborah was like that, right? Where they kind of just put his details out at a very odd time. Occasionally, those do happen. If it's not one of those situations, this is typically the way it goes. And, I mean, this Dokkanfest is coming out. I mean, they're going to be in-game by Wednesday. 100%. They're in-game by Wednesday. So, I mean, that means I don't think there's going to be a hint. And judging by what David, I'm just going to go with David. That's probably not David. David. Shout out to David, man. But he nailed it. He cracked the code. So, what we could do is we could take a look at it. Our next Dokkanfest is in this gargantuan pool of Dokkanfests. To me, there's a very interesting and pick I really like. Who, let's see, he's a 2022 Dokkanfest. So he's going to be right in here. Goku Ginyu. That's what your boy is looking to have right here. I would love to see a Goku Ginyu. I would love a Namek character right here. Now, I don't want a Namek character, though, from before, like, what we fought in Dokkan Frontier. So, I would want it to be, like, Ginyu Goku. Another good one would be Vegeta. I know I'm talking Vegeta, but we're going to search Krillin quickly. This version of Vegeta right here, as a Dokkanfest, I think could work. Remember, he has a huge role upcoming in what would be the next stages of Dokkan Frontier. So this guy will be good. This to me is a great pick. Ginyu Goku turn 1, all he has is this SR from the Baba Shop. This is an elite pick. I think people would be ecstatic with Ginyu Goku. And it's April Fool's coming up, right? Last year was probably the best April Fool's Day we've ever had. I thought that whole, like, Cell April Fool's Day thing they did was kick ass. Remember, everyone loved it, right? So, Ginyu Goku, Ginyu would make for a great April Fool's Day character because, like, we could do silliness with the Ginyu Force as, like, the April Fool's Day. Join the Ginyu Force or something would be, like, the April Fool's event. I could see it. I could visualize it. So, my pick for this Dokkanfest is Ginyu and Goku's body. And even, like, right here, that was my official tweeted Ginyu and Goku's body. That's what I'm thinking we could see, is Ginyu and Goku's body. Or Vegeta. I mean, we could also always get... Oh, I was going to say Nail, but a character that doesn't have a Dokkanfest. I guess this would also take away second form Frieza, who I thought would be a great Dokkanfest right here. Already I can hear the kids crying, no, they can't! He has to be GDC! But, like, bro, Frieza has a million forms, right? Like, I envisioned it perfectly, like going like this. We get like a mid-level Dokkanfest, like second form Frieza. Like third form Frieza could be like a yellow coin LR, and then that would lead into like final form Frieza being like a GDC, part 1 LR. Bam! We're in business. That's all it takes. Right? It's literally like basically one celebration plus GDC and Frieza's fucking set, dude. Right? Like, and then, they do like an EZA or a super EZA and Frieza is ready to go. But I don't think Frieza, like, let's say, like, I don't think that they would just add second form Frieza, like, a Dokkan event stage to this, would they? The evil Emperor of the Universe? I guess they could. I feel like second form Frieza should get his own Dokkan event. Would they just do that? Maybe they would. Just because, look what it's called, the evil Emperor of the Universe. Sometimes they're not always, like, super, like, 100% with this, though, right? Because, like, some of the tag characters, right? Like, Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta's the end of 2019. So, yeah, he's gonna be, like, right, yeah, here he is right here. Like, this tag, they just added to the Majin Vegeta event. But then, like, Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta, they gave them their own Dokkan event. When there is, like, a Blue Goku Dokkan event, and there is a Blue Vegeta Dokkan event. But it's weird, because they combine Blue Goku and Blue Kaioken Goku. Although, actually, the only stages to that event are just Blue Kaioken, right? It's the 3 Blue Kaiokens. AGL, STR, and Tech. Let me double check that. You guys know I'm getting up here in years, bruh. My brain, it's not as spry as it used to be. I mean, I'm teasing. I actually feel like, physically, my body's breaking down. My eyes are falling out. My eyes are terrible. But, I mean, my brain is still working good. Yeah, so we got Blue Kaioken, STR, and then the Tech Blue Kaioken. Yeah, okay, so I don't know. Maybe they're just saying, like, that's the Blue Kaioken Goku Dokkan event, and this is just going to be the Blue Goku Dokkan event? I don't know. Like, and, like, Blue Vegeta, they did a weird shit with his as well, where they probably should have Blue Vegeta and Evolution Blue Vegeta be separate Dokkan events. But the first stage is Blue Vegeta, second stage is Evolution Blue Vegeta, third stage is Evolution Blue Vegeta. But again, it's kind of like, strange how they did it. So, I don't know. I mean, it's still... Okay, we nailed it down. So it's not going to be Tapion. It's not going to be Nail, right? It's not going to be one of them. I don't think Tapion, they would add him to this, even though there's the Tapion and Minosha right there. Or, the Tapion and Hirudegarn card is what this is right here. Like, let me just pull this up. Right, remember, it's, yeah, this guy. It's this card. Well, here, let's do this. Movie Boss. It's this card, remember. This, like, Tapion and Hirudegarn, like, combo card. I don't think they would do that. I think it would just be a regular Tapion. So, because I've seen a lot of people talk about Tapion. I could see Tapion, like, that would make a ton of sense. Because, like, when are they gonna, and where are they gonna, and how are they gonna EZA LR Tapion and Minosha? Like, dropping it with the Tapion Dokkanfest, that makes a ton of sense to me. Like 100% ton of sense. So I'm not really too sure. Ginyu Goku is kind of my pick. There's a million options we could grab from here. If we would look, let me just quickly take a look at Misaka's EZA chart and think here. All right, let's take a look. So Angel Gold and Frieza. I mean, it could be some new character for the Tournament of Power, I guess. I'd rather they not do that. But I mean, Tournament of Power characters, like the Tournament of Power Dokkan events, I mean, Jiren, I guess it could be like Jiren, Topo. Again, there's like Evolution Blue Vegeta, UI Goku, Kefla, Kale. I guess they could, well, no, they wouldn't do Caulifla because, again, it would be an existing Dokkan event. Maybe another hit? I mean, we just did hit. Dokkan has had a tendency to do releases that close together, though. I don't know about Frieza. Again, this would make sense. If they're going to do a Tapion and they're going to add it to the Hirudegarn stage, sure. Goku and Piccolo. See, Garlic Jr. doesn't have a Dokkan event. I assume, like, Garlic Jr. to me, Dead Zone Garlic Jr. would make for, like, a good, I think, like in-between kind of Dokkanfest. And that's when they could EZA them. A new Raditz for April Fool's Day? Oh, shit. I kind of like that. Like, so let's see. Raditz is 2022, so... oh, it's going to be like right here. Where is he? There he is right there. A new Raditz, huh? That would be an interesting one. That would also then give these guys like a landing spot to EZA. Could be. I don't... There's Bardock. I don't know. And then 2023... They did give that boy his battle motion Super Boo. Could it be like a Dokkanfest Super Boo that would be coming? So remember that Dokkan event, like if it was just a raw Super Boo, he'd be added to this like monstrosity that has a million stages. First stage just a grinding event, then it's Buhan. This of course is a transforming Super Boo. Essentially, it's Buhan again. This was the, Super Boo, basically. This was Buhan again, basically. And this was Buhan again, basically. I guess it could be stage 7 to this. This is, you just look at this one and just vaguely, this is like Super Boo, Boo Gotenks, and Buhan. Like, those 3 characters, like, share this Dokkan event, essentially, is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. And then that's, that... I guess they just added his battle motion in a little earlier. Is there something else in here that would really give it away? Like, I don't think so. I really... Super 17? Maybe a new Super 17? Omega's still relevant. They could definitely do that. A new Super 17. He was in 2017. There he is right there. A new Super 17. So turn 1, Super 17, and then the EZA 17 and 17. I could see that. I'm going to go with, if I have to do an official, I have to make an official pick, it would be Ginyu Goku. Oh, by the way, this Vegeta, I could see them just adding him to the Scouter Vegeta Dokkan event right here. Like, he could just be added to that one, I would bet. But my official pick, I'm going to go with, is Ginyu Goku. Ginyu Goku is who we're going with. So, let me know what you guys think. Should be revealed about 23 hours from now. We'll see, though. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.